Live. Oh dear. Oh, I think I finally got it sussed. What's something go wrong anyway? 5:30 Wednesday afternoon, Arena Studio, hashtag Arena Studio crew. It's Chris here with another live Q&A update for you. Today's question, oh geez, people send me some really taxing and demanding questions. This one is, are TV talent shows good for artists? Great question. For those of you that don't know, over the years, I've worked with one or two that have done exceptionally well in TV talent shows. Xfactor winners, Britain's Got Talent guys I've worked with on the circuit. Semi-finalists of The Voice UK, who incidentally use Arena Studio for their auditions. So I'm gonna have a little chat about, hi Finn, how are you doing? Finn on Instagram's joined us, that's great. So I'm on YouTube there, Instagram there, and Facebook over there. Yeah, so hopefully we're getting to the masses out there. But yeah, I've worked with one or two who've done exceptionally well out of the TV talent show thing over the last few years. I think it's a brilliant resource. The only downside with it is, you know, and a lot of people that come and talk to me about these things in the studio, when they chat about where's so-and-so, where's Alexandra Burke, where's Ollie Murs, where's Steve Brookstein, these guys that win X Factor and all the likes of these, well, they're all constantly working. They're all just not on TV really as much as opposed to the way, but they do exceptionally well. Hello, Country Cottage Days. They do exceptionally well. And it's great, you know, just because you're on TV, not on TV anymore, doesn't mean that you're not making a great living, you know, and I think it's great that some of these artists get this launch pad on these TV talent shows such as X Factor, Britain's Got Talent, The Voice, all these types of things. The downside, in my opinion, is that you're suddenly plucked from obscurity. What a great word. You're plucked from obscurity and, you know, just launched straight onto this huge global stage where overnight nobody knows you. The next day you become a big household name star and selling records and making videos, etc., and doing all this stuff. Wave, wave, wave at all these people. It's lovely. So, you know, there's a downside to that. And the fact is that most artists struggle for years to try and get some sort of recognition or career or build a route to get to a destination of success, whether it's selling records, whether it's performing in pubs, bars and places like that, or theatres. You know, it's all about knowing where you want to go in this industry, and the launch pad of programs like X Factor and Britain's Got Talent and The Voice and all these, it's a fantastic resource because, like I say, suddenly you go from obscurity to being a big star. The downside is that you explode on the scene, and oh, it looks like we've lost Facebook there for a second. Oh, never mind. Bye, Facebookers. We can live without them, can't we? Anyway, yeah, you explode onto the scene, and what tends to happen is that this adulation that you get is short-term adulation because everybody's talking about you. The press are tweeting, and everybody's chatting about what you're doing as a musician on TV and what a great performance or not so great, and a great record or not so great. So, you know, this momentum, this powerhouse of media attention is literally thrown on you as a performer, as an artist. And it can last maybe 6 months, 12 months, 2 years. But then the problem that happens is that the next generation of performers come out, which then take all these fans that exploded onto you, they then jump ship and they're with those the following year. So you don't build this long-term fan base. And that is the secret to success in this industry, is to have a client base, fans that love everything you do. You know, there's a lot of people that say if you get 500 hardcore fans, 500 hardcore fans will probably generate £150,000 for your year because they'll buy all your concert tickets, all your hoodies, all your t-shirts. Mine aren't on sale, so haha. They'll buy all your merchandise, all your tickets, all your DVDs, your meet and greets. You know, they'll pay £200-300 a time for a meet and greet to see a celebrity at a concert. So all these things are massive earners for these artists. So in a nutshell, the X Factors and your Britain's Got Talents and your voice competitions, all these types of talent shows, the singing competitions, are a brilliant launch pad for artists. But whether you get a long career out of it is a different thing. You know, certain artists that I know have gone on and done exceptionally well. They've moved from music into acting, into theatre, into movies, back into music, and it's great to see that they diversify and they use the X Factor and the likes of these things as a launch pad. Like I say, the difficult thing for an artist nowadays is, should I go in for X Factor and Britain's Got Talent? Why not? You've nothing to lose. It's an amazing experience for you. You get to meet new entertainers and performers who are incredible, and you learn so much from the whole audition experience. The thing with it is that as a slow burn artist, which is what you've got to be, they're the ones that get a career in music, because they're the ones that pick up fans gradually over a lifetime of gigs and work and chipping away at it. It's a difficult question to answer because, like I say, you don't get this core set of fans when you win a talent show or you get on the TV with it that stick with you forever. They don't. But the fans that you pick up on the way as an artist are the ones that do. You know, when I was a kid of about 16, 17, 16, you know, 3 or 4 years ago, in my dreams, I discovered a band. I was at a youth club and suddenly I heard this guitar play this riff and I was totally blown away with it, and it was incredible. And it was AC/DC and the track was Highway to Hell. Well, 40 years later, I think it was about 1979, Highway to Hell, something like that. 40 years later, AC/DC release an album. My ears prick up. I want to listen to it. You know, I bought all their albums as a kid. I loved them. They were fantastic. And I still love them to this day. And that's a classic example of what performers need to do. You need to build an audience, start young, get your lessons, get singing, get gigging, get an agent, get performing. But you have to be consistent, because that consistency is what builds your fan base. You know, I remember just doing, towards the end, the working men's clubs years ago, and there was a couple of people around Burnley, Blackburn, Burnley way, that used to come and watch me at a couple of venues anytime I was in the area, and it was great, you know, that they liked what you did, so they would come and support you. And that's the type of thing that you've got to try and do. If you're looking to get signed on a record label now, I know for a fact that most labels won't entertain an artist unless the artist has got a fan base of around 5,000 fans. So whether that's on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, any of those things, whatever it is they do on TikTok, all that type of stuff, you need a core fans, because without those, you've got nothing to market. You've got no product to sell to, Facebook was back and now Facebook's gone again. You've got nothing to sell your product to. So when you think about it in a business point of view, no record label is really going to entertain you as a performer or an artist unless you make a great record and they have got an audience to sell it to. It's like anything, whether it's a tin of baked beans. If the people don't know that your tin of baked beans exists, no one's going to buy it. You know, so that's what it's all about. It's all cleverly marketed, it's cleverly promoted and produced nowadays. So this is where your TV talent show artists tend to fail, which is a shame, because, you know, some of them are great singers. For me, I think one of my all-time favorite winners of these talent shows was Alexandra Burke from the X Factor. I thought she was great. I thought she looked great. She danced great. She had a great voice. She interviewed really well when she was on camera. She was the whole package. But she's disappeared out the limelight a little bit now. No doubt she's still working out there. But again, it's because she exploded on this scene and you don't have that nucleus of fans. You haven't got that momentum. If you've got 500, 1,000 fans and you go on the X Factor or similar types of programs, then you know that those fans are going to vote for you. So you are indirectly marketing as a product to those core fans that you need. It's a difficult thing to do, and so many artists strive to get a deal with an indie label or a small label like we run here even, you know, and it's virtually impossible for me to sign people, because I know that I'm going to put hours and hours and hours of my time in mixing music for them, creating the songs, producing the songs, and then when it comes down to actually promotion, they haven't got anybody to promote it to. You're an unknown quantity, you have to build your own fan base. You have to get those fans. 100, 200 isn't going to cut it. Nobody's going to look at you, really. You've got to just work your socks off, the same as anything in life. It doesn't come easy. It's hard graft. So I do think, in the positive sides of those talent shows, that launching a career on them is fantastic. There's no such thing as bad press, as they say. If you can get on the TV shows, auditions, anything, just do it, and go along and check them out and have an audition and do these things. It's just a fantastic experience for you. And if you're lucky enough and you get really far in these things, then you've cracked it anyway. You don't have to win them. You'll end up with management, agents, possibly a label, all this type of stuff that will promote and market you anyway, if you've got something about you and you've already had that exposure on the TV series. So it's very difficult to say, shall I do it or shan't I? I would say, in my opinion, yeah, you've got nothing to lose. Give it a go. It's part of the music industry. I think these programs are here to stay. Currently at the weekend, Mrs. C and myself have been watching Little Mix, finding these pop bands that are going on tour with them. And I think they've come across exceptionally well. They know an awful lot about the industry, considering they've probably been in it about 10 years now. Seem to have been around a long time. Some of these kids that are auditioning for this show, some of them are spectacular. They look great. They've got great voices. They can dance. It's all about getting those skills in place and then starting to promote yourself and get yourself out there. And then ultimately, if you can get an opportunity to get on a show like that, then, you get a lucky break. Bob's your uncle and Fanny's your aunt, as they say. So that's my take on the TV talent shows. It's nice to see a few people having a look, and wave to all you new people that are having a little check-in on the Wednesday 5:30 shows. You can check out all my socials. I'm banging loads of content on the YouTube channel now, so just go on YouTube and search Arena Studio. I'm on Twitter as Arena Studio, Instagram arenastudio.co.uk or something like that it is. Just search it. I'm on there. Drop me a message, drop me a question, and we'll discuss it next week on anything to do with guitars, singing, music production, anything like that. If I can answer the questions for you, then I will do. But in a nutshell, go for your talent show auditions. Go for any auditions. I would. Anything, anywhere. It's all experience, and there's one thing that you can't buy in life is experience. So you might not get your part, you might not get through, but you'll learn about the audition process as well, and you start to get an inkling of how these media production companies and machines work. So without a doubt, I'd go for it and give it your best shot, And a quick tip for you, if anybody is thinking of auditioning for anything, hopefully COVID permitting, we'll probably have The Voice UK back in Arena Studio. It's around about May each year that they come in with a couple of producers and a camera. And if they do, it'd be great, because we can give some of the local talent another shot. So that's, fingers crossed, it'll happen again next year, COVID permitting. If you all behave and stop going out and giving it to old people like me, then we'll all have a nice Christmas, won't we? So you've got to stay safe and well. So, with a bit of luck, we'll have them back in May. Do all your auditions, do your lessons, but concentrate all the time on thinking of an end result. And then when you've got close to where you need to be, you need to get your stuff out there, whether it's recording, join a band, gig, karaoke's, open mic nights, anything that starts to build a fan base. That's what you want. And then your socials, your medias, all that type of stuff, social medias. You've got a contact place for people to actually keep tabs on what you're doing, because believe it or not, you might not think so, but people like to see and hear what you actually do day in, day out with your lives. It's why soap operas are probably so successful, because we like to follow the journey of these people. Well, with modern technology now, you can have a little chat to people anywhere, and they get an insight to how things work. And so, do it, set your Facebook music pages up and your TikTok pages and do all that type of stuff, and enjoy the journey, and if you get there, fantastic. If you don't, it's not the end of the world, but you just keep chipping away. So have a go for your auditions on your Xfactors and your BGTs and your Voice UKs and all these types of things, and go and enjoy the experiences. It's a great day out. I've done some myself, so it's real good fun. So yeah, it's a great launch pad, but I don't think it's a long career move unless you're a winner or you've done exceptionally well and come maybe second or third in these things. So that's my take on that. Like I say, join me next week, 5:30 in Arena Studio Land, and we can chat about all things guitar, music production, industry, anything like that. If anybody needs to know, just send me a question. You can PM me. I love saying that. PM me, or you can email me, info@arenastudio.co.uk. Text me, WhatsApp me, whatever it is. You can get hold of anybody nowadays, can't you? And I'll see you in the not too distant future. If we don't see you soon, check out the YouTube channel, by the way, folks, and give us a like and a subscribe on all this, because on YouTube, I'm banging out loads of content. Lessons are going on every week, and we do the live stream, and there's other live updates as the weeks go on as well. And I think the songwriting course will be starting on YouTube, not this Friday, the Friday after. So there's going to be a video every week on the songwriting course that I ran a few weeks ago. That's going to be on there as well. So how exciting is all that? It's great to see some of the people on here. I'm going to go now because I'm getting on my own nerves, as I always do. Good luck to Northwich Victoria tonight in the league as well. So yay, Green Army. And nice to see one or two newbies on. Becky and Kerry, great to see you. Linda 20, whoever that is. Country Cottage Days, no idea who you are. So I'm off. I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye. End stream. End that one.